The NOMADS are from Preston. They're a group of people who are general arts, but they do entertainment and sort of things generally around peace and just unity and things like that. But here are some of the members of it. Here's Alex, whose dad started the group up. Do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I'm in a band called Mobius Loop, and we write music corresponding with this project here called NOMADS, which is about, if you'd like to come closer actually, we could sum it up with this. I'll read this little line to you. The nomad is an artist capable of formally mastering their own message at any moment of his or her life. That is why the art of the nomad has an interventionist or temporary character and can happen anywhere. The studio of the nomad is the world.
Tom's also a member of the same band, but he's also interested in the NOMADS. So will you say a few words?
Yeah, we came out today just to reinforce on what we were writing about in the band and what's written on the caravan. We're doing it, expressing it in a performing arts way, so running around being childlike or just holding a sign that says peace and love and maybe waving at the crowd politely.
Your name is?
Tom.
Michael's also interested in this group and he just wants to say a few words about what
Hi, I'm Michael. Well, all I can say really... Oh yeah, there's a camera here. What can I say? Being high.
Neo opus magnus artus deus signum.
Swearing it.
New
I could have said that.
opus magnus.
It's a weak work of great strength through God's design.
Yeah, man.
This is the other member of the group called Mobius Loop is Sean, who's going to say a few words now.
Guys. Yeah, I'll say the main purpose of NOMADS and Mobius Loop is to portray what we believe in, which is peace, love and unity, and show off the freedom everyone deserves to have. Definitely. And do exactly what we want to do in a creative way.
And to be mysterious and to connect with an idea of Zom and to progress with our own understanding. If you would like to speak to someone about NOMADS, can we just call upon one person called Paul O'Hara? Yeah. Paul O'Hara! He's speaking to a woman.
While we're doing that, I'll just say that there's a website which is at www.515.org.uk, and that's the website where you can find out about the organisation. I'll give you across to Paul O'Hara, who is the originator of the feast.
Well, I'm actually not the originator. The originator is in the cosmic code, as it were. There's already a code within the universe. That's why we use it. You know, so many people, they put their trust and their faith in a particular, you know, metaphysical god, or it's just not necessary. In some way, I think, in the 21st century, what's going to happen is both science and theology or philosophy, they're all starting to merge at the moment. So we use quite a mixture of philosophy, Taoism, pantheism, and numerology, because there are numbers within the code of the universe, which is fantastic. And do you agree with that yourself? You know, indeed. But that isn't through design. A lot of that, again, the experience of that has been it's been a revelation for ourselves, because when we first started in 2000, we all sat together and said, what are we going to call ourselves? And then we came out with some real, I'm terrible at giving titles to art groups and stuff like this, but somebody a friend of mine, Des Butler, shouted out, what about 515? So we all went, yep, we'll call ourselves 515. And it was only later that as things, you know, through serendipity and through whatever we want to call these things, we were able to, the sort of significance and importance for ourselves as artists and as human beings.
Special number, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yes. The sort of, you know, it has...
And your name is?
My name is Paul O'Hara.
And you're also from Preston?
Yes, I'm from Preston, yes.
Priesttown.
Yes, yeah. Priesttown.
It's a lovely place.
And this...
If you're ever in Preston, then if you are ever in Preston, then look us up. You can get the details from that website that I've given you on the card. Yeah, but if you're in Preston, look us up. It'd be great to see you. And the details are on there.
See some live music as well. Mobius Loop, they'll be live about the place, singing about these things.
But because of what we believe in, we like to welcome people. That's a very important part of the whole thing. And we're open to everyone, and we don't bar anybody. And that's a great thing.
All things essentially are one thing. I mean, essentially, there's so much everywhere, all over the world at the moment. There seems to be so much division and separation, and essentially, it is an illusion because there is.
Why do you think there's so much division?
Well, without getting too.
Everything's exclusive.
No, go into everything.
Well, I think essentially the problem is selfishness and greed. What we have is, I know some human beings, they use this Darwinian principle of natural selection and the survival of the fittest. And basically, the world we would like to live in is whereby even if you are gifted with certain things, you know, certain abilities and levels of intelligence, that then doesn't mean that you have to go into the higher echelons, separate yourself from people, you know, and you're only really taking care of yourself and your own genetic line. And basically that's what's happened. There's a small group of human beings who believe it's their divine right, and have done for thousands of years, to actually exploit and to be in positions of power whereby the majority are generally just, you know, the division between wealth now, between those that have and those that haven't, has never been stronger, and it's not sustainable. We believe, seeing we're all equal and we're all of the same stuff, then that is the only way that we're going to come together in unity and actually do something about the problems upon this earth. What happens is everybody's really fighting for their own corner, be it a company, be it a religion, be it a nation, be it a political party, you know, and they're not really looking at the collective whole. They're looking at their own individual, I don't know, their own individual. Well, James himself is a politician, you know, from Preston. He knows what it's like. I've been to see.
Which party?
Hold on a minute. Straight over to the Labour Party. Why is there so much division in politics?
Well, what this group stands for is unity, and what we believe in is that people are created equal, but once they are created, once they come into the world, then there is division between people, because they seem to think that there's only one piece of cake, and if you have a bigger piece of the cake, you're richer and you're better off. But what people should realise is that by working together for the whole, we as a group are better off. It is a scandal that there are thousands of people starving to death in the world, and yet in this country we throw away more food than we eat, which is scandalous. And people say that there's a Malthusian principle, that the world's overcrowded and things like that. That simply isn't true. The reality is that if we work on the basic principle of respect for each other and love towards our fellow men, then the world will be a much happier and more fruitful, richer and more diverse place to live. And that's what we stand for. Yeah.
That just makes common sense.
Yeah, well, that is just a simple economic truth, that the world is better with cooperation than division. And if you look at the world that we live in now, the divisions are caused by sectarianism and greed, people saying that they have different religions or different political planks or whatever. The reality is that if people actually just respected each other and respected each other's different political persuasions, different religions, different cultures, different backgrounds, different classes, all those different things, if they actually look towards the positive side of that, then people would be richer, not just in financial terms, but in holistic terms. They'd actually have a spiritually happier life, and that's what we are trying to get the world to do in our own little way.
No, it's true. That is it. The key to it is, and I think the problem is, we live in a global capitalist world. At the end of the day, we as a species supposedly have been on this earth about 1.5 million years. So we can't point the finger at any particular person or individual or nation or whatever, because that's another great problem. Everybody, we are responsible for ourselves and for others, and we must take on that responsibility. There's a hell of a lot of human beings upon this earth, they find it very difficult to take responsibility for themselves and their own actions, and they prefer to blame things on the leaders of a government or the leaders of a religion or the leaders of some corporation or whatever it is, and that has to stop. when human beings stand together and take responsibility individually and collectively, and we become united, then we can have change. And only then can we have change. Not violence, but change. Peaceful change. Creative change. That's what we need. And I believe now that we've entered this new period of human history and evolution in the 21st century, more and more human beings are tired with the old ways of seeing. And it's very, very simple.
Occam's razor. Thank you for speaking to Nomads. If you'd like to go on our website, it's www.515.org.uk, and the music is www.myspace/MobiusLoopMusic.com.
Fantastic.
Appreciate you. We let you interview you.
feel alright? Can you make a noise? Yeah! Yeah! Rastafari, we're gonna do some reggae a little bit and then keep it more warm. Yeah? Money bukus mala, yeah. Musango in the house. Thank you very much. See you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for Lysol and his wonderful band. Lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you agree, fantastic performance.